Today was a crazy day of NFL. We had the Eagles, San Francisco first, and Purdy gets injured. I believe it was the first play. I couldn't catch my eyes on the whole entire game, but Purdy got injured. Then Johnson comes out. Then I did not see this here, but Johnson gets injured. So they had to bring Purdy back out. And I believe Jimmy was actually, he could have been active for this game, which was a big mistake for them because they could have had him activated. And I would have had to activate it instead of Johnson. I don't know what the deal was there. Maybe that's a lie. I just saw something about that. But yeah, then the Eagles just rolled right through them with the running game. Had a bunch of touchdowns. Not a bunch, but they were able to win that game seamlessly. And it was mainly off the rushing game. So congratulations to the Eagles, blah, blah, blah. Then you have 49ers against the Bengals. I basically watched the whole entire thing. You had Burrow coming back at the very end there. They could have definitely won the game, but their O-line was still in shambles. He gets sacked plenty of times. He made some mistakes. There was some takeaways from both sides. Then at the end, they could not get a drive going, so they had to give it up to Kansas City. And then, or was it a takeaway? I'm not quite sure. But then Kansas City gets in and they're like around 50 whatever, and Mahomes makes a play, gets pushed while he's already out of bounds, then ends up being a field goal for the win. I lost my bets for the Eagles games. I lost both of them really, because I picked the freaking San Francisco by a touchdown, whatever, plus 7.5. But I did win this one. I played it safe. I did for the Kansas City game. I did over 41.5 points, and Bengals plus 3.5. I feel so disappointed for all those people. Not disappointed, maybe I don't feel sorry for them or anything, because that was just their massive mistake that they would pick the Bengals plus 1.5 or plus 2.5. Who does that? Who does that when you could just easily just pick the plus 3.5? Boom, you're safe right now. You're winning right now. Instead, you pick a plus 1.5 or plus 2.5. Now you lost. I play it by just like how the games are. Like, what? A field goal is 3 points. What is a touchdown? 7 points. So you should do the plus 3.5 or plus 7.5. Not plus 5.5. Not plus 1.5. Blah, blah, blah. So that's entirely their fault. They're probably punching there right now if they put big money on that stuff. I played it safe. I won my money, luckily. But that's how you should play it. But yeah, that's my reactions for that game. It was both those games. So we got we got the Eagles and Kansas City Chiefs in the Super Bowl. This is a big. You don't know what the heck's gonna happen. You don't know if the Eagles are gonna get another Super Bowl win or if the Kansas City's gonna get another Super Bowl win. So my best prediction. I hate the Eagles too. I really hate the Eagles. But if we're talking, and then that's in 2 weeks, I believe, right? So Mahomes would be back in somewhat healthy shape. They lost. Who did they lose? They lost a lot of people. Kansas City lost a lot of receivers. I don't know. They'll probably be back by then. But it's a tough call. It's really a tough call. My best bet would be... Damn, man, that's tough. The way the Eagles are rolling, though, man, they just roll right through the playoffs, man. So it's kind of... God, they just made San Francisco look like that, too. Well, it's because San Francisco had their quarterback issues. So that's more of an excuse for San Francisco, honestly. But actually, if San Francisco had a quarterback ready the whole entire game, then I'm pretty sure they would have made it a lot tougher for the Eagles. So, and plus, then now you got Kansas City's Mahomes, and I don't know if they'll be able to handle that. I'm gonna go with Kansas City to win a Super Bowl. Boom, there. I hate the Eagles, but that's not a biased decision. That's just looking at the situations that happened. Kansas City just beat the Cincinnati team. Of course, the Cincinnati team had a bad O-line, but they still had the receivers. They had the running backs. They had Burrow. So that made it a tough game. Whereas Eagles had an easy game because they had Purdy injured at first. Then you had Dale Johnson. Now you got Purdy back that's kind of injured. So he was probably limited to his throwing. So there you have it. So then now the Eagles are going to be facing Mahomes, which is a completely different player. So it might be a tougher time for them. Boom. Done.